Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. We are talking great comics for April 16th, 2014. And by we, I mean this handsome devil, Randy, and I am Chris. I will look different the next time you see me. But guys, there is a ton of great stuff hitting the comics this week. Thank you for pressing play. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Tell your friends about it. We enjoy talking to you guys. We've been getting a lot of engagement with our videos. Yeah. We love talking to you guys. We love you telling us what you like, answering our questions of the week, various and sundry. So keep it up, guys. And remember, this is a longer episode. We've got the MP3 down below. Click on the link down below. Go to our website, download it, listen to us on the go if you can't sit here and watch us wherever you may be, at home, on your lunch break, or whatever it may be. But we're talking great comics for April 16th, but we got a few things to cover ahead of time. What would you like to start off with, sir?
Couple of quick things here. First off, I'm so sorry, Dennis Hopeless. Last week, I don't know why Avengers Underground kept coming to mind. Undercover is the name of the book. Undercover. I said it throughout the video. I tweeted Hopeless, and I felt bad. So Undercover is the name of the book, and it's a great book.
Yes, yes.
So there's one thing. Another thing we didn't mention our number ones last week. We should have, because it's been getting so much hype, and I mentioned in the comments below. If you didn't see it, I'll say it again with this video. Lumberjanes came out. That has been huge. You want to know something that could be the next big comic? Lumberjanes could be that. Last thing I'm going to do, just real quickly, I'm going to play a little game here that's called Why I Love It, Why I Hate It. Oh. They just had the announcement, and is it this previews, that the Forever People's coming out from DC Comics.
You're right.
Why I love it, it's Jack Kirby. That is one of those things that needs to be out there, more of these Jack Kirby characters. Why I hate it, Dan Didio is still thinking himself a writer. The guy needs to keep away from writing. So that's how we play Why I Love It, Why I Hate It.
There we go. That's awesome. And guys, hey, the first 2 weekends of May, we've got a huge month to start it off with. Let's go ahead and talk about the two biggest events of the year here for Excalibur Comics Cards and Games in Shreveport and in Texarkana, Texas. First up, May 3rd, Free Comic Book Day.
Yes.
We are doing it. There will be free comic books available all day long, our regular store hours for both locations. So wake up early, set your clock, set your calendar, tell your friends, tell everybody that we are participating in Free Comic Book Day. We'll have more details about the specific things that are coming out that day in a later video, but you can also go to freecomicbookday.com to find out more, as well as their Facebook page as well. Yeah, I think even some of the things that are coming out from, especially the larger companies, will be like some story. So they'll have some free issues tying in to like some big stories going on.
DC definitely. Marvel has new stuff. I don't know if it's necessarily tying into big stuff.
Right.
They'll have new books. Especially everybody who's really super excited about the Guardians of the Galaxy, and everybody seems to be getting amped for Rocket Raccoon and Groot.
Yeah.
There's a Rocket Raccoon book coming out, so.
People.
Yeah.
You know who you were that chose him as your favorite animal for our question of the week here recently, so boom, there you go. And like I said, we'll be open. Comics, all of our regular stuff, of course, at both locations, plus free comics for you to partake in. The next weekend, May 8th through the 11th, is our mega sale.
Yes.
Mega sale. Anybody who's participated in our mega sale knows that that is not just a title being thrown around lightly. We have a huge sale that gets better and better as the sale progresses.
Yeah.
It is freaking awesome. Everything will be discounted, and there will be progressive discounts on certain things.
Usually back issues.
Usually back issues.
That's where we look at with the progressive sale. The others are usually set.
Yes. So if you got some, if you're loving the Captain America movie and you want to get back issues of what those storyline was entailed, like in that movie, back issues will be available. You can get them super cheap at really great prices.
Yeah.
Anything you want to catch up on with back issues especially, but we got discounts on the trades, the graphic novels, statues, everything.
The one thing to remember with that is, with these progressive discounts, pick and choose your battle. If you think this works for you with the percentage off, go in that day. But if you wait till Sunday, where you'll probably have the biggest percentage off,
right,
you may not have the books waiting there for you because someone else took a chance and went earlier.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That's where you're going to have to, spin the wheel, roll the dice.
That's right. That's a chance you take. Got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
That's right.
Going classic there because I saw Kenny Rogers on TV a few nights ago, so forgive me. Anyway, guys, don't forget the first 2 weekends of May. Mark it down. Mark it on your calendar. Set yourself a reminder on your phone. Do whatever it takes. Be here for those 2 weekends, first 2 weekends in May. That's it for the announcements and stuff, guys. We're moving on to the question of the week. You know what it is, guys. It's that time. We're going to ask you a question, and we want you to tell us your answers because we have so much fun with this. It's really super cool. Now, guys, we are, like I said, we're into April now, the beginning part of 2014, and our question of the week is this. What are your top 2 favorite comics that have started this year?
That's right.
This year. They have to have been published after January 1st, 2014. What are your top 2 early contenders for best comics of the year?
Best new comic
of the year. So there we go. Top 2. If you got more you want to mention, that's fine. But
there's some good stuff out there.
What would you like to start off with, sir?
For me, I think my number 2 would probably be I'm loving Deadly Class. Deadly Class has been a whole lot of fun for me.
Yes.
That's just some of the best Remender writing that I've come across.
Yeah.
And I had another one, but then I figured it might be within your contention there. So I'm going to go with Avengers Undercover.
Cool. Very cool.
Not underground, undercover.
Very cool.
I loved Arena, and this is picking right up on it. We've only had 2 issues come out so far, but I have loved both of them. So
very cool. Very cool. Both of those are from Marvel. No, those was Image.
Image.
Yeah, anything for any company, guys. Those are great choices, and kind of made me rethink a little bit. But I think I'm actually good with what I think are like my 2 favorites so far. My 2 favorites so far, they hit us with a twofer with them just a couple weeks back.
Oh, okay.
Magneto.
See, I knew that one. That was what I was going to choose.
Exactly. It's been awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
This is some of the. I haven't read much Cullen Bunn stuff. Yeah. But I'm really digging this.
This is the best Cullen Bunn stuff I've read since The Sixth Gun. This is some of his first work from Marvel where I really feel like he definitely has a feel for the character.
Yeah. Yeah. He's killing it.
What's your other one?
Moon Knight.
Yeah. Moon Knight, let me just say real quickly, because I know we have to get to the comics here, has that feel of like Global Frequency for me, because both of the issues are so drastically different from each other.
Yeah.
And so I feel that may be kind of what Warren Ellis does, and I'm totally fine with it.
Yes. Yes, Yes, that is a great way. If you never read Global Frequency, it was awesome, and you get the collection of it. But it's individual, done in one stories that was written by Warren Ellis with different artists for each issue. It's awesome.
Somehow tied together, but all individuals issues.
Exactly.
And that's why I felt for that with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and guys, Deadly Class is another great one. There's several more that we could go on and on about. Yeah. But guys, tell us your top 2 favorite comic series from any company that are brand new, that have started in 2014. Tell us below so we can banter back and forth. And that's it for the question of the week, guys. Moving on to the comic storylines.
Yes.
Still, again, no Forever Evil stuff. I thought Forever Evil 7 was supposed to come out this week.
We have Justice League, which is Forever Evil.
Kind of. I mean, it does stem from that. So
So
what do you want to start off with storylines?
I'm going to start off with one that may have escaped a whole lot of people's attention here, but the first issue of it should be on shelf still. Batman and Aquaman was the first issue. Batman and Wonder Woman number 30 is out. That is The Hunt for Robin. So all of these Damien fans need to be picking this up here. You know, Bruce has finally set out. Nothing else is in his way right now, and he's finally set his focus on trying to find Damien's remains, which have disappeared from the family plot there. He's trying to find the remains, and right now it seems like they're leading him, the trail leads him to Paradise Island.
Right.
And there's somebody who might have a bit of an issue with him scrounging around on Paradise Island.
Exactly.
Basically, you know, Wonder Woman there.
Exactly.
So, That's that. You know, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet here. But Peter Tomasi, Patrick Gleason,
yes.
One of the best, strongest Batman books that people might not be reading because the other one gets so much attention, which you'll talk about in just a moment here.
Yeah.
But Hunt for Robin.
Yes, yes. And speaking of Batman, issue number 30 hits this week. This still continues the 0-year storyline, and now we are hitting the final chapter of it all, starting with this is the start of the Savage City story arc, which is the last story arc, the last part of this 0-year storyline. So if you've been reading 0-year, you know that a lot has been going on. They've really given Scott Snyder some room to work with here, with telling this story, and with Greg Capullo doing some awesome art. So guys, Batman and Wonder Woman, Batman, great storylines. Check them out.
Yeah. Also coming up, another storyline that has really been catching fire here is the Red Daughter of Krypton storyline. It continues in Supergirl number 30. We have Kara. She runs into one of her most dangerous threats from the past. That's World Killer 1 is the name of the threat here. But this time she has the Red Lanterns backing her up, so it could be totally different than what any previous encounters are like there. But
yeah,
so I think she's finally grasping these powers from the Red Ring.
Nice, very interesting. I wasn't expecting that whole take with that, so that's really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Guys, stemming from Forever Evil, just like Randy mentioned, Justice League number 29 hits the shelf. Cyborg and the Metal Men versus Grid.
Yeah.
Grid is still out there. Grid is still out causing problems, especially for these cyber people. And now we got Cyborg, Metal Men teaming up to take him down, hopefully. And what's going on with the crime syndicate, we don't know. But we'll see how that all relates with this particular issue, and hopefully get even more answers with Forever Evil whenever it finally decides to come out with the final issue of that.
And there could be a huge change in Cyborg's future because of all this.
We shall see.
We shall see. Go ahead with your final.
Guys, my final one, which I've been mentioning before, because I just kind of love these. I get most of these What If series, so I love these throwbacks. What If Age of Ultron number 3. As I mentioned before, this is a weekly series, and each issue focuses on a world where Ultron is prevalent, and we're missing a major Avenger character, basically a founding Avenger character. And in this issue, we're looking at an Age of Ultron without Thor. And we got Nick Fury leading a powerless team of the Howling Commandos. Or, I'm sorry, the Defenders. The Defenders to fight against the Serpent of Midgard. So, look, tie in there with Thor, Asgard, all of that, and what the world would have to deal with if Thor wasn't alive in an Age of Ultron.
Nice.
So it's kind of cool.
Nice, yeah. Okay, I think that wraps up the storylines.
That's all we got for storylines.
That's it for storylines.
Dude, we got a ton of number 1s hitting that are awesome.
Yep.
What are you going to start off with?
I'm going to start off with Ultimate Comics is trying to revamp everything here. And we have Ultimate FF number 1 coming out. Now, FF no longer stands for Fantastic Four. It stands for Future Foundation.
Exactly.
So, that means that our characters in the group, Sue Storm, Tony Stark, Falcon, and, well, let's say Sam Wilson instead of Falcon, and Machine Man, we have 4, but it looks like they're going to get a most unwelcome, and I can probably figure out who it is, 5th member to the team here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of suspense behind that, I think, especially if you read Survive.
Exactly.
So this looks to be the Future Foundation trying to prevent the destruction of the Earth, different things that might happen here, and it's being helmed by Josh Fialkov. So, Josh Fialkov, who knows a little something about the Ultimate Universe after writing the Cataclysm and Hunger and everything else. Yeah, he's back for more.
Awesome. Check that out, guys. And show me some love here, Brad, because you know you want to. We're getting a brand new Hulk number 1 series hitting the shelf this week with Mark Waid on writing, Mark Bagley on art. You know we love you, Bagley. But guys, if you read the events preceding this with the end of the last Hulk series, you saw how Banner is in a bad way. And this starts off the Banner DOA, Dead on Arrival storyline, of course by Wade and Bagley. So I'm definitely looking forward to Bagley on the art. I love Bagley, fantastic artist, and I've been digging totally what Wade has been doing with the previous series, and I want to see what continues with this new one, what changes and what continues with this new one. We're looking at possibly a totally different, if Banner and the Hulk survive, and we're not sure how much of each of them will.
Yeah.
We're looking at a totally different status quo for the series, starting with this new number one. So, Hulk fans, Bagley fans, Wade fans, rejoice. It's coming out this week.
No matter how much you love, and we'll talk about this Hulk, you are going to totally forget about it and never have anything more to say about it once Alan Davis Savage Hulk comes out, because I know how, like, you know, man crush you are for Alan Davis.
What can I say?
Yeah, well, what can you say? I'm going to leave another one of the big ones up to you, and I'm going to jump here to an IDW book.
Okay.
Transformers Windblade, number 1 of 4, comes out here. This one is special for a couple of reasons. This is your first look at the new story arc that's going to be going on throughout the Transformer comics called Dawn of the Autobots. This is a tie-in here. And the other thing that's cool is Windblade is a totally fan-made character. There were polls about the look, the powers, the different things of the character. Fans voted. This is a fan-made creation.
Cool.
And the creators, this is cool because it is a female Transformer, and the creators on this book are both female writer-artists.
Nice.
I don't recognize the writer's name. I think she may be a little new. If she's not, I apologize. I forget her name. The artist is, I think, Sarah Stone or something like that. And Windblade looks like a geisha kind of looking character, but they said don't expect her to be kind of the geisha personality, the hee the kind of stuff here. She's pretty badass. So.
Awesome.
So this is your first look at that, and anybody who knows what went on Dark Energon or Dark Energy, whatever it was, that storyline, there were huge ramifications there.
Yeah.
That you now have one of the major big baddies as an Autobot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lots of cool stuff happening with Transformers right now.
Very cool. Very cool. And they were playing Transformers last night on FX at work, so it was kind of cool watching that.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was the animated movie.
Nothing like the classic, baby.
That's right.
But guys, another big one from DC Comics hitting the shelf this week. Sinestro, number 1. Written by, we talked about him earlier, Cullen Bunn.
Yeah.
And we got Dale Eaglesham coming on board for the art. Great artist. Cullen Bunn is really breaking out for me. I know he's been around for a while, but I guess I'm really just now kind of getting into some of the stuff that he's doing.
Right.
And we're looking at Sinestro. Sinestro's lost everything. He's lost family, friends, everything. Almost
his ring, his
exactly.
core.
Exactly. I mean, it's everything. So now with this series, Cullen Bunn's going to be taking a look at Sinestro, trying to deal with this. Will he muster up the will to take the core back? Will he succumb to what destiny may have for him? And we'll see if another familiar character that'll be involved in the form of Lisa Drock, who's going to be a part of that as well. And I'm not going to say that this is going to be like a DC version of Magneto, because it's not. But from what I've read with interviews with Cullen Bunn, it is going to be a darker type of book with Sinestro. Yeah. Because of course the whole core that he was over was the Fear Core.
It's called the Sinestro Corps. Once whoever else took it over, it then just became the Yellow Lantern Corps.
Yeah, and the yellow is the Fear.
Yeah, Fear.
Yeah, so
Fear is the spectrum. Yeah, the emotional spectrum.
Exactly. So we'll be getting a lot of play with that psychologically, how it affects Sinestro, how it affects his decisions, and all that. From what I've read from the interviews with Cullen Bunn.
Let Professor Randy help a couple of people out there. It is core.
Core
is what we are saying here, and not enough people I think know. It's Green Lantern Corps is what a lot of core is how it's said here. But so yeah, this should be interesting, and I would personally like a lot if it brought in Sinestro's daughter. That she was one of my favorite lanterns. Natu is the last name of her, okay. But she was way too awesome before they restarted the New 52 universe, and she's barely been in it since.
Well, since you mentioned that,
yeah,
you just might.
Sweet.
From what I've read, so guys, there we go. Another very popular supporting character now getting his own ongoing series. This is an ongoing series, not a miniseries.
Yeah. And probably should be a little more successful than, say, Larfleeze, because Larfleeze, while has a lot of popularity, doesn't have a lot of history and depth to the character. Sinestro definitely does.
Definitely does. Check it out, guys. It'll be on the shelf this week.
And last up with the number ones, we have Solar, Man of the Atom, now coming out. Is it Dynamite? Yeah, Dynamite that's handling this. It's Frank Barbier who's handling this. He seems to be everywhere now.
Everywhere.
And we have Joe Bennett, one of my personal favorites, on art here. Everybody, come on. We know the story by now of Dr. Solar, or of Solar. It's Dr. And actually I don't know his name, Dr. Phil Selesky, but we know that he somehow uncovers this the secret that unlocks these powers within him, near limitless powers. But the thing that could happen with these powers, you know, there's great responsibility. Wrong group, but studio. But there's great responsibility with this, and it could threaten to destroy, you know, his family, his life, you know, creation, everything with this. But it's always a neat character here, and right now this is, I think, the second of 4 of the different Gold Key characters that are coming out from Dynamite. So
They
one to look forward to.
Switch hands. Dark Horse and then Dynamite.
Dark Horse, Dynamite, this person, that person. Yeah, they all take it, and you know, I hope that someone holds on to it long enough to tell new stories, because you barely got anything from Dark Horse before they just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, yeah. We've recently had Turok come out.
Turok.
And then Magnus.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is the third. So Magnus, and then Dr. Sleepless will be the last.
Very interesting. Okay.
That one looks pretty creepy with the cover there.
And I think that's gonna be Mark Wade writing that,
really?
Isn't it? I'm not sure. I have to double check.
I don't know,
but guys, those are the number ones. There's a couple other ones, but we're kind of hitting the top ones here that are hitting the shelf. Now it's on to our favorite stuff that we read. It's like at the top of our stack the week it comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
So there we go. What do you want to start off with, bro?
I am super excited to see a name back in DC Comics here. I haven't seen it in a while, or maybe it's just escaped me. Will Pfeiffer is back. I loved his Catwoman run that he did with David Lopez, who I've mentioned is one of the best artists at just showing action. And the other one I've often compared to Lopez at showing action in his art is Rafa Sandoval, who happens to be the artist teamed up with Pfeiffer here.
Nice.
And Red Hood and the Outlaws number 30 comes out. This sees Jason and Corey trying to track down a kidnapped Roy Harper here.
Oh, okay.
They happen to have to go through the Agents of Shade in order to find him, though. I think it's like alien abduction, kidnap, but somehow the Agents of Shade are involved. All I know is it's going to be fast-paced, fun action story. That's what Pfeiffer delivers every single time, so that is why it is going to be at the top of my list there.
It's going to look awesome, too.
It will look beautiful.
Oh, man. Guys!
The first part's already out. 29 if you guys missed it.
And Sandoval's on that, too.
Sandoval's on that, too.
Nice. Guys, speaking of fantastic art and fantastic story, Thor God of Thunder number 21. We're looking at the last days of Midgard. This is the storyline that was just started here recently with the Thor God of Thunder series. Jason Aaron and Asad Ribic is back on the artwork. Oh my! Oh Lord!
Dream team.
You just don't realize, man, until he's gone, how awesome he is.
Yeah.
Ribic is with Thor.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's done tons of other stuff, covers, other things, but I'm just blown away by his artwork here on Thor. But we still get to see. I love the banter between the head of Roxxon, the Minotaur, and how he playfully messes around with Thor and Thor's cohort, the agent of Shield girl, the Shield agent girl, the environmentalist girl. Cohort. Yeah, they're kind of working together. Partner. There we go. There may be a little bit something more, yeah.
Yeah.
But it really hasn't gone that far yet.
Yeah.
But they're teasing it.
It's been hinted at for a long time.
But we got to see in the last issue that the Minotaur really is a Minotaur.
Yeah.
Who is he? Where is he coming? What is this guy? Where is he coming from? But with this issue, Thor, last issue, Thor struck, hit them really hard in the pocketbook, and now they're looking at hitting Thor really hard in Asgard over Broxton, Oklahoma. So Minotaur is going to take the fight to Asgard, to Thor, to his home, and we'll see the repercussions of that. Plus, we've got Allfather Thor, King Thor in the future, dealing with Galactus on a basically dead and desolated Earth, and what the ramifications are of that. And that's been fantastic. I love the exchanges between Galactus and King Thor. So cool. Check it out, guys.
Real quickly, we have Miss Marvel #3 coming out. With that, we see that Kamala is slowly becoming well known, or as a the new Miss Marvel superhero.
Right. She's
not quite ready for that. The having the powers and the fame and all this stuff aren't exactly what she was expecting, and there's a bit of awkwardness with this. Wilson, stellar writing. Anybody who is a fan of the Runaways needs to pick this up because it has that feel of the Runaways book with the teenage, this realistic teenage character having to suddenly deal with the circumstances that they are in. So
right.
Beautiful, beautiful book.
Very cool. Guys, the end of an era. Superior Spider-Man 31 hits the shelf. Dan Slott, Giuseppe Camuncoli, finishing up the series. This is the last issue of the series. If you're reading, you know that the Superior Spider-Man has been revealed.
That's right.
You know who it is.
That's right.
And guys, we're going to find out who the Green Goblin is. We're going to see the finish of the showdown between Goblin, Spider-Man, what's going to happen with Otto Octavius, leading up into the brand new Amazing Spider-Man hitting the shelf. And I've got to say this as well. The more I see of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie trailers, the newer ones, I'm really getting sold on that. There's some really cool stuff that I'm seeing and hearing about. So, guys, Superior Spider-Man, get Amazing Spider-Man #1, see the movie when it comes out soon. Have fun with all that.
Cool.
I really want to see if they still do something with Otto. So something has to happen.
The Superior Spider-Man is Ben Reilly. No. All right. Let me finish this up here. I've got just a couple left. Wonder Woman #30 comes out.
Yeah.
This right here is Wonder Woman. She has finally, in these desperate times, accepted the mantle of the God of War. She now has an army backing her. This army happens to be the newly resurrected, found Amazon army, and man, they have a bone to pick with somebody. So that's going to be really good. Always very good. The other one that's coming out this week, how could I make it throughout a week without mentioning a Brian Wood book? X-Men #13 is out, and you were not so much the big fan of Anka's art, but we have Clay Mann now coming on. Love Clay Mann's art.
Very cool.
This right here is the start of the Bloodline story, and this focuses on fan favorite Jubilee.
Okay.
And her cute little bundle of joy there, Shogo.
Okay.
We somehow the past, future something of Shogo catches up to them, and we'll see what happens from there. But I love this book. I love what Brian Wood does with Jubilee and Shogo. Love it.
Yeah. That was a really fun aspect of it all.
Yeah.
I love the name Shogo too. That's just fun.
It's fun.
It's a fun name.
And to kind of get to see what he becomes.
Very cool. Very cool. And guys, that's it for this week. There is more. Guys, we really try to bring you some of the top stuff, the best stuff, more popular stuff in some regards, but we all have our own favorites. We all have all things that we're looking forward to, and they differ from person to person. So log in with Google Plus and tell us below. Answer the question of the week. What has been your top 2 favorite series that have just started this year from any publisher, brand new series, and maybe even tell us what you think about Randy's "What We Love, What We Hate" segment there. I think he's wanting some feedback there. So, but guys, all this and more. Set your calendar. The beginning of May is going to be awesome, especially here at our Excalibur stores. Free Comic Book Day is nationwide, so really, if you're wherever you are, your local comic shop should have Free Comic Book Day going on. It should be a fun event. And then here locally for us, and if you want to come visit us, come visit us. But here in Texarkana and in our Shreveport store here, we're having our mega sale, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to be able to get tons of great stuff. So guys, leave us a comment, subscribe, share the video if you would. Give us a thumbs up down below. Hit that little thumbs up button. We would really, really appreciate it. We are ExcaliburCCG.com. Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games in Shreveport and in Texarkana. Thanks for watching. Anything else to add, sir?
That all sounds great to me.
Sounds great to me. And I'm disappointed because that Batman lamp is still out there.
Oh, I know.
So you had your chance, guys.
I know.
I think it's going to be mine. But guys, until next time, be safe, take care, read great comics, and we'll see you in the next video.